Greetings, vloggers, bloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty with the second half of this week's vlog. Welcome, everyone. Glad to be here tonight. Today, I want to talk about something I've been challenging the last 3 years, and I've probably brought it up in other vlog posts. But I'm starting to recollect more and be self-aware of things. So tonight, I'm going to share with you, for the next several moments, just realizing in myself, um, some of the things, that, you don't recognize, as a result of myself about not taking my medicine. And I know I'm finally back on track and, being a month or so, being serious about it, being back on it mostly, um, realizing that doing the work and realizing that what I had missed out on so much from not taking it, and that it was very hurtful and very not helpful to be hurting myself by not taking it and missing out on all the things and all the opportunities that were presented to me that I just ignored or just fell asleep or were just downright miserable, um, during the realm of playing around with my medicine and realizing, not how well I was, and just even being on it and even missing it for a day, a one dose, can mess up your life so much. It can throw you so far backwards and so far off course that to recoup, it could take some time. For example, I over the weekend I accidentally missed a dose, and I'll be honest, I haven't for a while, and I was okay. I was a little animated the next day, but I got back on it. But I'm still recouping. I'm still needing to nap more. I'm still needing to catch up on the sleep, some of the sleep that was not a good sleep, not a happy sleep, not a good deep sleep. Um, for me, medication makes me need to sleep. It's my aid to help me ease into sleep and diminish the brain running during the day. Um, at night, it can be hard to want to shut down my brain after a hard day. Um, After discovering that and accepting that and wanting to get back onto some sort of regimen to discover. I think for me, to have to discover, after 3 years of, well, I'll give it, has been 3 years of not being honest about it and not being what I should be doing about it, and realizing that, I need to be on my medicine and that it helps me more than it hurts me. And I think I had to accept that on my own terms and not because I was always told or enforced to take my medicine for all those years. Um, I think being told or being made sure or I think sometimes those who were in charge of myself and my care were just more worried that I wasn't going to be well if I didn't take my medicine. And they knew, as much as I thought it was wrong to, or they were mean, or they were uh, just being mean because they want to make, but they were really caring. And they really wanted to make sure that I was doing what I was supposed to do, because if a medicine is prescribed by a doctor, they've done a battery of tests, they've done things, they've done research, it works, and they run the labs and everything, and it works. And if it works and it works and it's worked for 2 decades, such as in my case, then why would you venture off of it like you did and venture, play around? And I think for me, I think, that's just the thing I had to realize, that, slowly and surely, as time goes on, um, it's easier to recognize that it's helpful to take the medicine, and it pays that way because you don't want to be miserable. Um, be in a state of misery with people, or be in that unwell state that you are in, or that mania, or what have you. Um, it's not a good place to be. It's cost me a lot over the 3 years. Like I said, I've missed out on many engagements and many good conversation pieces, as opposed to very unwilling and unwanted conversation pieces over the past 3 years. Um, I'm hoping to have a better Christmas now that I'm somewhat getting into the right track, and hopefully just know to sleep, and know to be able to be around people, and be aware of things. I think self-awareness plays a lot into this role. Being aware, journaling, having a self-care plan every day, um, being cognizant of what I'm putting in my body, so that I can know to be able to whether or not to sleep or not. Those are all big factors in what helps me be well and stay well. Um, Sometimes living on your own isn't easy, but and you are tempted to do things like play an all-night game, but you know what? It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's better just to get some sleep, and appreciate that sleep, because at times it can be hard to accept, just to shut down that brain in the autistic mind. It can be very hard to stop doing things that you enjoy doing, or do things that you feel happy doing, and reflect on your day, and watch something, or just read a book, or listen to some calming music. But in the end, it pays off. It's much better to deal with. It's makes you a better person. You're well mannered. You can be people, and I want to specify too that some people don't take medication, and that's okay. But for me, it is a proven cocktail that works, and is very makes me able to do the things that life brings us, and what I can do. Yes, there's going to be challenges in life, but if I didn't have the medication, I would be a completely different person. I don't know if I'd even be able to be sitting in here doing this right now. I don't even think I'd be able to be living on my own, or even with family for that matter. Um, there were times last year when I early last spring, that um, not 2021 but 2020, where I had thought that I would had been put in a psych ward, or not been in my parents' house anymore, because that was the only place I had left to go. And I had to realize that I had to reshape that stuff. I had to slowly discover, and I finally discovered a few months ago that I needed to stop playing around and be freaking serious and take the medicine, because it works and it's helpful. Do I enjoy having to shut down and going to sleep after I'm busy and I'm engaged in something? No, but you know what? I have to unwind myself properly, and do whatever wellness technique, or whatever desensitizing technique for the day, to end the day on a good note and get into sleep. Um, is crucial for me to go to sleep, so that I don't get into them ideologies of skipping the medicine, and just going to or going to or just even going to sleep and missing the dose altogether, and then waking up in the middle of the night and getting the manias and starting to do it again. you know um I think part of that is accepting that at that time you have to realize to slow down, and start unwinding, and start finishing up what you're doing at a certain hour. I have a certain hour every night that I say, okay, I'm going to finish doing this one thing, and when I'm done, I'm going to take my medicine and wind down, and it seems to be working. I hope I hope it continues. I really hope that I don't keep you know playing these games. I really want to keep this up, and I want to start 2022 that way. I just want this game to be over. So with that, I want to thank you for listening. As always, you can follow me. I'm sure to like this video if you like it. If you want to see more of them, please tap the notification bell. If you have any ideas, comment in the boxes. I do read the comments, so if you have any ideas or any questions, please put a comment in. As always, you can subscribe to my channel. Like and follow on Twitter, and Instagram, and Facebook at Dustin's Dynasty. I'm on the web at dustinsdynastyusa.com. I also have Pinterest and TikTok at Dustin's Dynasty ASD, which I plan to be more active in after the first of the year. And this vlog will be will be posted in a podcast on Spotify and other platforms at Dustin's Dynasty ASD. I want to thank you for listening. Again, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if you don't see me again. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.